Welcome to Unapologetically Fly, the podcast dedicated to giving you the tools, inspiration, and information you need to finally live for yourself, no matter the age, situation, or circumstance. I'm your host, Renee Mitchell-Simpson, the self-love and happiness coach and founder of Well Diva Lifestyle and Travel, the premier luxury wellness travel sisterhood for the flyest of aunties. Now get ready to ride along on my journey of reinvention, even at this big age, because sis, I need you to know it truly is never too late to fly. And by fly, I mean finally live for yourself. All right, welcome to another episode of Unapologetically Fly. Today I have a very special guest. I have Monique Smith.
Hi.
I recently met Monique through Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So we were both in a Bali travel group, right? And I just happened to see a post where someone was talking about
sick.
Yeah, she was talking about traveling
And how she got very sick. And I reached out to her immediately and said, where are you? I need you to try my detox soup because I know my soup will help with getting out parasites and bacteria. And I know people who travel abroad sometimes get that. So I instantly reached out, please contact me. And Renee reached out to me.
My nosy behind got all up in the middle of their conversation, and I went into Monique's inbox and was like, hey, I need some of their soup too.
And she just happened to be here in Atlanta, so
yes,
it was perfect. I was like, I'm coming straight to you. And
y'all,
the next
serendipity.
day,
y'all ever heard of serendipity?
Yeah.
Woo! Right, like, because I had just joined the gym, and I was like, oh, when I sweat, I smell body odor. I need to do a detox. So it was just perfect timing.
Spoke it into existence, but it was a different detox. I am the creator of Mo's Detox Soup. Soup. You know, people like, what? Soup? No,
yes.
Soup. So you don't have to starve. You don't have to do water every day, all day. You actually eat. And what better way to detox and lose weight than the way we gained it? Through delicious food. At first, I thought it was about the weight loss until people were coming to tell me that their blood pressure has been regulated, their diabetes is under control, no more hypertension, no more PCOS, no more diverticulitis. So I had to take the weight loss out because I have clients that are close to 100 pounds that come more regular than the people who are trying to lose weight.
100 pounds over
No,
weight.
100 pounds total, soaking wet with bricks.
What?
Just because they're small doesn't mean they're healthy on the inside.
I thought she was saying
No.
over 100 pounds overweight.
I took the weight loss because we don't want to focus on that. We want to focus on the detox. And let me say this. The detox soup, let me explain to you how it works. So we have old compacted food in our colon, okay?
Yep.
And we have food going back 30, 40 years ago. Okay, that's just stuck to our colon walls. Dairy, bread, rice, old meats, gum, whatever. But it's stuck to our colon walls, so our colon walls are swollen, which pushes our other organs out of its normal place. Well, what the soup does is the artichoke is a scrub brush to the colon. So as it goes down into your body, it's peeling off the old compacted foods. Which teas will not do, which pills will not do. That will soften your stool to go through, but it's not removing on your colon wall to reduce the swelling. Okay, so the artichoke removes that. The squash and zucchini tightens your skin. How do I know? Because when I first started making it, I kept making it, my hands would get stuck like this, and it would have some kind of residue, which squash and zucchini produces some kind of slime, and instantly when it touches your hands get stuck and dry like this. So I was like, dang, that's how I lost the weight. When that old compacted food is pushed off and the zucchini and squash tightens behind it, it's tightening every time it peels off. So what happens is, and everything else is the highest in fiber. It also has the magnesium and zinc to protect your immune system from the COVID and the colds. Have not been sick at all in 2 years.
Let me say this. I did a batch of the soup, and then you came with another batch. So I did 2 weeks. And during that time, I was having like normally I have 1 bowel movement a day. I was having 4. I was having 4 bowel movements
6 in 3 weeks, and I was.
And see, I follow a 90% plant-based diet, and I mean no dairy. Like I said, 90%. So it might be 1 day a month I might have some dairy, but I never have meat. I never have seafood. So I eat a lot of vegetables. I don't have a heavy starch diet. So I wouldn't have had a huge difference, I lost a couple of pounds, but it's more a couple of inches around the waist, 4 inches.
Inches over pounds any day.
But I will tell you this. I noticed a difference in my body odor.
Yes.
I noticed a difference there. When I sweat now, I don't have that
odor.
That stank.
It's just wet. It's odorless wet.
Yes,
and I'm going to tell you the funniest thing, and this might be a little graphic, but
no, for real
in the
though,
intimate area,
it's cleaning your insides.
Intimacy, let me tell you, friend told me you got the most odorless vagina I've ever smelled.
No, say it again. Say it again for people in the back.
He said, you have the most odorless vagina I've ever smelled.
Okay, it is what
there
it
is.
is.
No, he was like, what that's not human. Because we have a natural funk.
Yeah, you're cleansing your body.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, because I was like, prior to having the soup, I was like, ooh, damn. Because I wasn't really working. I was not the person to be always in the gym. And I started going to the gym. And so as I go to the gym, I'm like, damn, I'm funky. Damn, I'm stanky.
You smell that you can smell it as soon, especially in the breast.
Maybe I need a new deodorant. But I knew, because I know better. I was like, ooh, I need to do a cleanse. I need to do a detox. I knew this. And so when you came along with the soup, I was like, oh, this is perfect time. And I was just saying I needed to do a detox.
Nothing but God.
Had the soup, honey, right? Had the soup. I have not had that funk since. I mean, and it was
look at her. Look at her skin. She's a whole different complexion from when I met her.
Okay, so Monique noticed my skin.
Instantly.
I haven't personally noticed my skin, but
hold on, her chin is here, not that little slope.
Okay.
Look at your picture. See, one thing I have is an eye to see everything that you can't see because it's you. But I do this for a living.
Right, okay.
So I will tear you apart and be like, no. What you didn't notice is this part of your face, this part of your mouth, and your chin was here to here. Now it's defined.
Okay.
But if you go back and look at your pictures, and she'll post them, look at her face and you can see
more definition.
Oh my God.
And please tell us how you got into this.
Okay. So this woman off of Facebook, you know how y'all have all seen it, where they'll come up under your post and be like, oh, click on this. So-and-so has a message for you. Well, this woman came in my inbox and she said, I have a message for you. And this one of these days that I'm just like, okay, what I have to lose. And she said, she told me I was chosen, which I've always felt. And she said, you're about to create something out of nothing that is going to heal and that's going to get you known all over the world. And at the time, I'm struggling with arthritis. So what they said, my left knee was 5 times bigger than my right. Could barely stand up, haven't been cooking much, and I'm an at-home chef. So I just wanted to cook something quick so I could sit back down. I was going to make a pot of the cabbage soup, which, I've lost, but you got to eat a lot of cabbage soup to lose.
Oh, you mean like the cabbage soup and the cabbage
back
soup
in the day
diet?
I like it because I just love cabbage, and sometimes I just want more vegetables and meat anyway, but I never really had results like this. So I went to the store to go get the cabbage. I was on the phone, totally forgot why I went to the store, went back home, and my Airbnb guest left in my refrigerator artichoke, squash and zucchini, something I would have never just bought into my house. So I know God put it there.
Ooh, just what you needed.
But when I got home, I didn't have the cabbage, and I was like, what can I put in there? So I just started throwing every vegetable I could find in the house and in the cabinets and in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Fresh ingredients into the pot. And then I know seasonings, herbs, and the spices, what activates different foods.
Okay.
And I put it in there and I couldn't stop eating. I think I might have had 3 bowls. Next morning I woke up, I was 8 pounds lighter. Noticeable bra strap falling off, underwear baggy, face not looking the same. Called my sister, she came over. I said, you got to try this. I want her to try it, but she ended up eating it, so I had to make some more. We ate. Next day, she was 6 pounds lighter. I was 11 pounds.
Dang.
Third day, 16 pounds. And I was like, it's got to be the soup.
Wow.
So at first, it was about the weight loss. But then on day 4, my left leg completely went down. No medicine, no injections. I have, to this day, on my mother, never even been back to the doctor because it went away. So the question was, did I really have arthritis?
Yeah.
Or no? The body needs a natural healing. Your body will actually start craving the soup after you get past like the first or second week, and your body, because our body's not used to 100% all natural. So your body accepts what it's taken in, and it starts to love it because it starts to heal from within the colon first. And then you're going to find yourself thinking about it. I used to get out my sleep, and instead of going for a snack, I'd be like, oh, I want some more soup. No. Even if it's just a taste, I would just go and because it's good cold.
Yeah.
It tastes that good, you can eat it cold.
Okay.
And I would find myself eating it all the time, and 35 pounds in 3.5 weeks, and stomach hasn't come back. I'm thick naturally. You're only going to lose what you have to lose. Yeah. But it's bigger than the weight loss. It's more about healing the body and your body functioning the way it was designed to function.
And then you had a history, a family history.
Yeah. So my mother, uncle, my mom, my dad's mother. So we're talking 2 sides. 5 uncles and 4 aunts had colon cancer. Died from colon cancer.
Wow.
My mother, Yeah. So you're talking about the closest people to my mother and my grandmother, closest people to me. So I started doing research after that day on what I put in the pot and why it was working the way it worked. Yeah. And then I started adding more to it. And then I started trying, because COVID, remember we just got over COVID. So I started adding more to protect us from COVID with the zinc and magnesium, and start adding the vitamins our body needs too while we're going through a detox. Yeah. And it just turned out to be like the best thing ever. So I'm 8,000 pots, United States, the Virgin Islands. And then if I can't make it and ship it to you, I do have the spice packet where you can make it yourself.
So wait a minute. So you're saying you've sold 8,000 pots 8,000. Of this soup in
handmade
since 2020?
January 2022.
Of 22. Wow. Ooh, y'all.
Handmade.
Wow. That is amazing.
That's a lot of soup.
So now you can get the soup, or you can get the spice packet, is it?
Yep, you can get the soup. I can make it and ship it in the United States, or I can sell you the spice packet where you can go buy the vegetables, make it when you're ready. Okay. And then, you can make it at home yourself.
But either way, it's got your touch on it.
Either way, it has to. When I told her I went out of town, just to go handle some business, and no, I needed a break, really. Okay. But I went out of town for about 2 weeks, and I had a friend come in who had been working with me since I got that busy, which I had 2,800 orders my first 3 weeks.
Good Lord.
And she had been there since day one and knew how to make the soup. And when I left, I kept getting phone calls about the people who were ordering soup when I was gone, and nobody had results. Oh. So it kind of like killed the business, but when I came back and they found out I was back, they all came back, and then everybody had instant results.
So you're praying over this soup,
so
you're doing something.
It's made with love. That's any type of food I sell, anything I touch is made with love, but I also I'm an anointed child. Yes. So God uses me to heal people. So I call it the healing soup.
Yeah, and it's true. It's true. I remember one time, because your energy gets transferred. It really does. I think about one time I made some cookies, and I was angry. I had gotten a phone call while I was in the middle of making these cookies, and that anger literally went into the cookies.
Did it go flat?
Well, when my husband came home, we didn't say anything. It was me and my cousin and my daughter, and we were just like, "Ooh, what the hell's wrong with these cookies?" Because they were like bricks.
Yeah, that flour didn't rise.
And when he came home, and I'm a baker, when he came home, we didn't say anything. We were like, "Let's see if he notices." And so first thing he said, he looked at the plate and he was like, "What's wrong with these cookies?" And we just fell out laughing. But those cookies receive
your
that
energy.
bad energy.
You're right.
So yeah, that soup is receiving your energy, your love.
Everything.
Yeah.
When like I said, I made it to help me and also help the people I love.
Yeah.
And I have not done any marketing or advertising. This is just 8,000 pots word of mouth.
Wow.
Word of mouth. So, and I've seen people from all walks of life. Had several celebrities that drove in the middle of the night that never promoted me, but definitely promoted their business after, they jumped into weight loss, but never told how they lost the weight so quick.
Oh, okay.
But, wow. I said I was just going to pray because, I couldn't handle anymore anyway. But, we know where the blessings come from, and I am a child of God, but I just pray for healing, and I pray over every pot because I've had cancer patients that are still here that were given 90 days to live and celebrating their 75th birthday and thicker than me. So this is really good for people who are immobile, wheelchairs. If you have bedridden members of the family, get them the soup.
They need it.
The elderly, get them the soup.
Yeah.
Get them the soup.
Because that's going to help their joints. And
it helps with everything. I have truck drivers all across the United States that sit down and lose weight while they're driving, but they also don't have swelling in their legs, back pain, and they have more energy to go longer. Yeah. So that's another goal, to get into all of the truck stops across the United States.
That's a great idea.
They need it.
Yes,
they don't have access to healthy foods.
Right, they definitely don't.
And every time one of my truck drivers warms it up, everybody floods to, oh my God, where'd you get that? What is that? Oh, you have to call her. And so I ship it to them, or they come through Georgia, Atlanta, and I'll meet them somewhere. Yeah. And they get enough to freeze to take with them. Yeah, that's a good idea. But you only got less than 2 months to get some.
Because you getting ready to go to
Thailand.
So we definitely want to talk about that. We're going to take a break, though, and then we're going to come back and let Monique tell you how you're moving to Thailand, having never been visited.
Sight unseen, taking that leap of faith.
Go ahead.
Taking that leap of faith, going to move out of the country to Bangkok. I'm so excited.
I know you are.
I just came up with this, right when I met you, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I've already started selling everything I own.
I saw that. I
Storage,
see her putting stuff up on
expensive
Facebook, furniture.
Yeah, everything I own, even my restaurant equipment and everything. And I'm just ready to take that leap of faith. And I know God is leading me that way. So don't let people discourage you. By the time this comes out, I'll already be over there. But my family don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know. And you know why? Because I don't want anybody to discourage what I know is the move for me.
I know that's real.
This.
Because when people don't have the vision, and especially they don't have the faith, and they're walking by fear.
And they haven't done the research to know how I'm going to make it.
Yeah.
Or to see why I'm going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't make sense anymore to me, then I have to make a move, because me paying for $7,000 to $10,000 a month just to live a nice lifestyle, me walking in a restaurant and my Benz gets totaled in a parking lot before I can even sit down at a table. And I said, God, what is my purpose? I don't have a house. I don't have a car. What is it? And he said, because you're not supposed to be here. Guess what I don't need in Bangkok? I don't need a car.
Okay, so stuff started getting shut down, and that was your clue.
But I had been saying, a lot of us talk, but don't act. I've been saying I'm going to move as soon as my son's been gone for 2 years. He's his 3rd year in school. And I was like, what's holding me back?
So you were speaking it.
I was speaking it. Didn't know where. I was thinking Florida or Texas. I don't know. But I never thought to make a move this bold. And I'm so excited.
So we're going to come back and talk about all that in a minute. Okay?
All right.
Hi, I'm Sherry, and I am a traveler with Well Diva. I have to say, we're here in Amelia Island for the wellness retreat. It's been amazing. This is my 3rd trip with Renee, and she has such an elegant art of glamour and just presentation for all of her trips that it's just unbeatable, unmatchable. We always have a really great time connecting with other ladies, enjoying the area. She picks the most amazing places for us to visit. Has a really great eye for all of the many details that just make it extra special. If you are, on the fence about traveling, get off the fence. Book the trip. You are missing out if you don't travel with Well Diva.
All right, so we're back. Okay, and Monique is sharing with us how you selected Thailand and Bangkok in particular.
So at first I saw this video about Phuket. Mm-hmm. The girl was like, it only cost me $389 a month to live.
Yeah,
not for her rent was you saw it. Yeah. She broke it down, $250 for rent. She had a really nice place. And then she was like, her hair was $80, going out, drinking, everything. It ended up being $29 a day for her. Mm. And when I tell you, she was living her best life, little young black girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's nothing. Yeah. That's like an Uber ride.
Right.
So
life is so much cheaper in so many other countries, and that's why so many people are leaving the U.S.
So when I thought about what is keeping me here,
right.
When I thought about what is my purpose after everything I loved, and when it came down to it, and I prayed, God said, because you're meant to do bigger and better things.
Okay.
And I can't do it here, because down here, you can't even turn on the TV and it just kill your day, So I'm gonna take a leap of faith. Okay. I'm gonna take a leap of faith, and my daughter was like, "Let's go." Okay. And my grandbaby said, "Let's go."
Oh, so wait, they going with you?
My daughter and my grandbaby.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, and when they said they were gonna go, my son just came back from Tokyo. Okay. He's been gone for 2 months teaching over there, and he's like, "Mom, it's the most beautiful place." He's like, "I think I want to live there." I was like, "No, you're going to come over to Bangkok after you get out of school. We're going to Bangkok." But
so they are all going with you.
Well, he's still in school, but yes, my daughter and my granddaughter.
Oh,
and we could just see life, the schools, and then the baby's young enough to become bilingual. Yeah. And I just know for me, already connecting with people that are moving. Mm-hmm. The content creators, I'm really good at being on camera. I've done this my whole entire life in the entertainment industry. Yeah. I'm really good at hosting events. Yeah. So for the black community, they have about 8,000 that's moved to Thailand in different places. Mm-hmm. I could see myself doing events for the black community over there and putting things together and actually being a liaison and a concierge for people who want to come over. They can contact me and I will set everything and make their transition easy.
Exactly. One of our Well Diva group members is doing that in Ghana. Mm-hmm. So she helps people
transition.
Not just transition, but also those who want to do tours.
Yeah.
So she has the business established already in Ghana, and that's for the people who are within Ghana and want to travel around Ghana, but also for people who want to come over from the U.S. and visit, as well as people who want to move. So yeah, you can get into all of that.
We're definitely going to put together what you need to know.
Yeah.
The steps in how you leave the country, the visas that are available. I'm getting 2 condos. Okay. So I have probably 6 to 8 people that are coming after I get there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to open up my condos, my second condo for them to stay. I'll meet them at the airport. Mm-hmm. I'll take them for the school tours and have everything lined up that they want to see while they're there. And then we'll go over to the islands, for 2 or 3 days. But so they feel like they know somebody. They won't be in the culture shock with the language, but just really be a support system for them. If I can do it, anybody can.
And y'all hear how she's talking about all of this having never been there.
Never.
Whereas we have people who are so fearful they don't even want to go and visit another country.
What do I have to lose at this point?
Exactly.
I'm in fear here every day for my life, so all I can see and what I feel is just pure happiness. Yeah. And it feels so good and I'm not even there. So that's the motivation. And it's just taking a leap of faith.
Yeah.
It's taking that leap of faith. And what do I have to lose? I make money everywhere I go. Yeah. I make friends and family everywhere I go. Yeah. I'm unhappy here. Okay. I'm going to take the lead and then help anybody else.
And I think what people don't realize is, yeah, it's a big move, and you'll either like it or not. If you don't, you can certainly move somewhere else.
Well, guess what? Most of the people I've seen, they start off on the beach because that's what they think they want. And then they go to Chiang Mai, and then they be like, it's too rural.
Okay.
And then they end up in Bangkok somewhere
Yeah.
close to the city. If they have kids, the condos and everything. And then that's how you have to choose. So I'm not going directly into a lease. I'm going to do like 2 months in Bangkok. I am going to go over to Phuket. I'm going to go over to Chiang Mai. I'm going to see where I feel like home is for me.
Yeah.
And then after that, getting the DTV visa, which gives you 5 years as a content creator.
Okay.
Then I will make home.
Okay, and then so what's your content that you're creating?
So I will be doing tours of the city, food content.
Okay. So it's YouTube?
So it's going to be TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay.
But mostly targeting single women. My daughter will be targeting single moms, young single moms who really want to take and give their children a better life. I don't have any children besides my grown child, but as a single woman taking a leap of faith and finding her peace.
Yes.
Finding her peace.
Okay.
And I've already established a sisterhood. They will be coming to stay with me over the holidays.
Yeah.
And then they're going to transition next year. But they will come spend the holiday with me. People I've never met. You know, once I wrap my arms around you, that's it. That's it. Wasn't it like that when we first met? I reached out to her. We connected like this, and we're family for life. Yeah. So, you know, giving that open arm of extension of support.
All right.
Because we're not going to have anybody over there but each other. So building those relationships and helping people explore. I'm connected with agents. If you wanted to see condos with the agent, I would go in and do live tours with you on FaceTime. I do the footwork for you as like a consultant to help you prepare what your budget is, what you need to save, so you can start putting stuff to the side to take that leap of faith if you choose.
I love it.
And if not, just come visit. You can come stay with me.
Right. We're due for another visit to Thailand. We haven't done Thailand in a couple of years, I think.
And I will be there to also put together trips in Phuket. In Bali, there's a beautiful Airbnb that houses 26 people, comes with the chef. It's like $100 and some a night. Floating breakfasts for $2 a day. They
are living the life everywhere but here.
Yeah, so, you know, we'll have some inside connections the further we get over there, but mostly food because I am an at-home chef. I'm going on an education visa, taking Thai cooking classes, even though I already sell that kind of cuisine. But, you know, anything to expand my learning with food, showing, because I think that's what got everybody, the food. How you can get a gourmet steak meal that we pay $50, $60 person down here for like $4.60. Less than $10 for 2 people to eat in a luxury restaurant where we pay $50, $60 to $100 per person.
Right.
Like make it not make sense.
And you have you have other food businesses, right?
Oh yeah. So I have Mo's Detox soup, and I'm coming out with the liver detox soon.
Yes, I'm interested in so it's going to be a soup.
It's going to be a soup.
I'm very interested.
And I also have been looking into doing meals with the same ingredients, but solid meals for people who like, oh, I don't like soup, or I'm tired of soup. But even like frozen meals for the frozen section in the stores.
That would be a good idea.
With the same thing. The same ingredients, but just meal ideas.
Because that's one thing I don't believe I've seen is like detox meals. in a
most people haven't even heard of the soup.
Right.
But that is definitely a long-term goal. I'm working with someone now, and hopefully I'll have my soups either on the market or in stores before I leave here in the next month. If not, then like I said, I will be selling my spice packages where I will give you the list of the ingredients to go buy. And then you make the soup as much as you want. Because once I'm gone, if I blow up over there, I'm sorry.
One more thing I want to talk about before I forget. So there's another lady that I connected with online. We have not met yet, but I connected the two of you. She was looking for someone to partner with her to go on MasterChef.
Yes.
So what's going on with that?
So shout out to Chazzy. She just checked on me on my way over here. This goes back to the readers in the dream where they said, you know, you're going to be on billboards, you're going to be worldwide, people are going to see you on TV. And next thing I know, and I almost missed it because I barely checked my inbox, but I went in and Renee connected me to Chef Chazzy, and she was like, I need a partner for MasterChef.
All right.
She said, as many years as I applied, they want to have a partner this year, and I'm not used to working with a partner.
Okay.
I said, for me, I would love to work with a partner. I just love people, period. You know, I'm not one for self.
It was so perfect because you and I had just connected like days.
Like, it wasn't even days. It was like
2 days.
The next day.
Okay. Yeah, it was really close. So I would have done it with her, but she said they needed someone who has not worked in a professional kitchen as a chef. And I did have a job where I was chef, so I couldn't do it.
Right.
And I immediately thought of you because, it was like almost the next day.
We stayed on the phone 7 hours.
Oh my
Our first conversation.
That was so perfect.
We are so much of the same person. She just has a larger than life personality. Yeah. We end up meeting up and we're taking videos in the store. We did our little mini photo shoot.
Wow.
And, you know, the producers reached out as soon as we turned it in. It was like, okay, we got your application.
Okay.
So y'all pray for us because this could be something really big for both of us.
Yes.
And there's room for everybody in this industry, you know. So because we can do everything, but when it came down, she said, can you bake? I said, a key lime cake. Can you? She's like, nope. First thing we see when we started going back to watch the shows is, what kind of dessert are you going to make? So we're going to get in the kitchen.
Okay. And I
start
bake,
doing
so
some live.
if y'all need any
we
little
need to
tips
come do a
on
show or a tutoring session with you.
Okay.
But what she's strong in, I'm weak in. What I'm strong in, she's weak in. So I really think we're going to balance each other out.
That's a perfect partnership. Y'all just need like 2 simple desserts, really.
Well,
and it's not hard.
Well,
it's not hard.
When I saw this girl just whipped up some stuff out of nothing, I was like, oof. But I'm not afraid. Whatever it is, I'm up for the challenge. And, you know, I'm up for the criticism. Because how else are we going to learn?
Right.
How else are we going to learn? If nothing else, America will fall in love with us for being Southern Belles.
Honey, it's going to be a great show. I pray y'all make that. That's going to be good.
Well, I have something for you, a gift.
Okay. Oh.
Because, like I said, you know, taking a leap of faith.
Okay, thank you. I love gifts.
And this is another one of my new business ventures that I'm going to be blessing people with. And it's going to be on my TikTok shop
that's so cute.
in the next week.
Y'all know gifts are my love language. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, it's a little vial of something. Is it? What is that?
It's a mustard seed.
Oh, I love it.
That's all you need.
I love it.
That's all you need. All I had was that left after losing everything. And because I held on to that mustard seed, it has taken me places mentally where I can finally see the end of the light to go physically, to go where I want to be. And I have these on sale. They're going to be on my TikTok shop, or you can reach out if you want to bless somebody with them, or if you need it to, because a lot of people are going through a lot right now. And some of us just lose that faith, that little. That's it. You see how small it is?
That's so sweet. That is
That's
perfect.
all it takes, you guys.
Thank you.
So taking that leap of faith.
That's so sweet.
Not being afraid. And just thanking God and being grateful every day and just watch what He can do for us.
Amen. I mean, that is so me. Just faith, honey. Just walking by faith. That's why, like I said, you and there was another lady I met in another Facebook group. She's been on the podcast as well. Mm-hmm. And these are relationships that end up being real friendships. Yeah, right. These are
people you can call on and depend on.
Yes. I did an episode about making friends later in life, in your 40s and your 50s. A lot of people don't think that you can make true, real, new friendships at this point, but a lot of times this is where your real friendships come from because you've grown so much. And I think for me, it was cutting the ties of the ones that I thought I needed that were actually holding me back. Oh, and that's so true. That's feeling free, knowing that even sometimes I felt like I was alone. The new people that I'm surrounding myself around are what I desired and prayed for because they're just like me. Yeah.
thinking about the other friends that were intimidated because I am so unique.
And that will
And
hold you
I
back.
love them and I will always elevate them. But when people pray against you and you just start cutting, just start getting in your personal space so you can meditate, and you notice the more you pull back, your life starts elevating, then God is showing you. May not, it's nothing personal, but it's a personal move for me and a spiritual journey I'm on with myself.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for Renee. I'm grateful for the new connections. I'm excited about making family over there and building new relationships and really elevating who God has for me to be.
Amen.
I can't do it here.
I love it. Anything else you want to share with us?
No, I'm just, anybody want to reach out? If anybody has any medicals that you're concerned about that I need to look up to help you, or if you want to do the consultation for the weight loss with the program. The program is a lifestyle change. And I have been on the morning show in New York. I've been in books and I've been on infomercials about the weight loss, reverse psychology. I was on it in 2009, but they do endorsements, and somebody from the UK came down and paid me $50,000 to never tell for 10 years what I was doing to have the drastic instant results like that.
Oh, okay, so this goes way back.
So yes,
the psychology part goes back.
Black Planet. You remember Black Planet, 1999, 2001, right before MySpace.
Wow.
I had over 50,000 people watching my journey and literally watching me lose 104 pounds in 4 months just by eating, drinking alcohol, and having fun. Like, I couldn't explain it, but whatever I was doing, eating the foods I love, having a good time and feeling good about it, I lost. I went from a size 22 to a size 10, 12.
And then someone from
somebody from the UK was watching my journey on Black Planet, came in, his name is Paul McKenna, and his publicist reached out to me and it's like, you have pictures from every single day. I made a really good story. So they flew me up to New York and, they had some whole kind of script. This is TV for you. A whole kind of script. Okay, you're going to make it seem like you're a poor single mom. But I was like, but I'm not. Okay, I'm going to go along with it because I'm on TV, getting the exposure. I'm putting it out to the universe that this is what I want to do. And then I was in modeling, so I did get picked up and did 4 movies and stage plays and everything. But in reality, I kind of lost myself for taking money because I felt like I couldn't continue my journey to help the people that really needed the help because they were buying this man's products.
So he was trying to say it was his product.
He paid me to say that it was his products, and I became his spokesperson. So I'm in the books, and I did his infomercials, and I was on TV. Wherever he went, I went. But in reality, it wasn't his. So I had to wait 10 years. So 2019 is when I started my business, and I really targeted women who were going over to DR and getting plastic surgery because they had to have their BMIs down. And I blew up from the first person who lost like 15 pounds overnight just from the consultation. Hadn't done anything, hadn't even got the program yet, hadn't bought any food. You don't even have to buy any food. You're going to eat what you already have because it's stuff that you love. If it's in your house, you love it, right? So, and then it just worked. So I just went kind of viral on that and had all the clients from that. And then I created the soup. So you don't have to buy the soup and continue to do the soup. Even when I'm gone, I'm still going to do consultations and work more on my business for the people because I'm not going to be here in the country.
Right.
So, so you won't have to do the shipping. The soup is good for maintenance, but I will tell you, like she said, let's just do this right quick to tell you how serious the soup is. If you eat 3 meals a day, there's 7 days in a week, that's 21 meals. Yes? Now, if you only go to the bathroom 3 times a week, like I was, I'm only using the bathroom 3 times. That means 18 meals remained in my body for the week.
Yep.
I'm 44 years old. I've been irregular all the way up until the soup. So when I say swollen colon, you got 40 something years of swollen colon. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm thick because I have a shape. I was born like this, but you can't look. There is no stomach.
Right.
You can't pinch. My skin is tight. But you're going to only lose weight where you have excess. So for people who are thinking, oh my God, I don't want to lose my butt, or I don't want to. No, it's going to target your face and your waist. Then if you keep going, it's going to get your skin, and then your arms are going to tighten up. You're not going to have any loose skin. So people who are afraid of losing weight that fast, because I have had people lose 20 pounds in 3 days. Wasn't me, but I have the proof of their scales. You know, literally a bowl after a bowl, 6 pounds. And that was in 2 hours after eating. So, but it just depends. You know, can I guarantee? I'm going to say I can guarantee, because unless your mindset is off, you be the only one out of 8,000 that it didn't work for. And work does not mean you're going to instantly shrink up. Work might mean your blood pressure improved today. Work might mean that you didn't have to take any insulin today because everything was regulated. Work might mean you slept better. Or like me, I got up to 6 bowel movements a day, and that was my favorite part of the day. And after 40, we can talk about it. We're grown. If I'm dating somebody and you're not having no bowel movement, we've been together 3 days, I don't want you, because you're going to die on me. But I'm a poop. I'm a poop. You just tell me which bathroom, but we need to stop making it a gross thing and normalize it. This is what we need to survive.
Yeah, a lot of people think, you know, having a bowel movement every other day, every couple of days.
That's not normal.
That is not.
For every meal you put in, you should put out. So for me, now that my colon is clean, whatever meal I eat, I have 3 hours. It's coming out. That's when you have peace. You have better eyesight. You have no brain fog. My eldest client was 97 at the time. They're burying her today. She's 99. But she was suffering with dementia when she first came. About 2 months after, she could tell you everybody's business. Everybody's business. And she just died of natural causes, but it gave her 2 more years of bonding with her family and remembering where it wasn't as hard on the family. But it was just her time. But she was absolutely beautiful. She looked like she was in her 70s after her skin tightening and everything. But, you know, I gave her 2 more years of health. And I think for us, as younger ones, if we start now, we can expand 20 years. We can expand our life. The colon is the engine to your body. Once the colon gets clean, everything falls back into place. Your organs will go back to its normal place, and your body will function the way it was designed.
So you do the detox. Is it 2 weeks with the soup, or is it 3 weeks that you normally?
I would normally tell somebody no less than 21 days.
Okay. And so is that what, once a quarter, twice a year? How often do they need to do that?
Well, first of all, how unhealthy are you?
Right. Okay.
Everything shows up in your colon. If you have a headache, there's smudge in your colon. If you have thrush, or you have something with your eyesight, it shows spots in your colon. When I went for my colonoscopy, I did not drink the magnesium that they wanted me to clean out my system. I didn't do anything to prepare. I just wanted to see what the soup had done for me. I just ate some soup the night before, pooped it on out, went in there, and I wanted them to record my colon. It is 100% clean. Prior to the colonoscopy before, I had polyps, and it was a yellow smudge looking and spots of feces in there. My colon is like a slide. So I know what works. And also, the doctor said my fatty liver. And everything all my numbers are on point. Every last one of them. Never had that before.
So how do you know, like, okay, so I do a detox, I do the soup for 21 days, and then I guess I go by my numbers to know when I would need to do it again, I guess.
I would just have some for maintenance. You can freeze it. I do ship them they're in bags. I do like a vacuum seal bag where you can put it in your freezer, and you can just take some out every once in a blue moon, or just when you feel like you need it. My biggest thing was insomnia. I sleep. It might only be 2 hours a day because I'm always racing and always coming up with new stuff. But I still sleep like a baby. I have that peace when I sleep.
Okay. All right.
But I'm loving my skin.
Beautiful.
Loving my skin.
Beautiful skin.
And this is no filter with
right.
us. Look at her skin.
No
I just keep looking at her because she looks different from when I saw. She's so beautiful. She was already beautiful, but gosh, I looked at her when I came out. I was like, yes. Yes, normalize telling our people we're beautiful, but when you feel beautiful, you can see it. She's glowing.
Yeah.
She's glowing.
All right, thank you. All right, y'all. This has been a wonderful time with Monique Smith. And I want to make sure that you are able to reach her. So I'm going to put the contact info up so that you can get your soup. You can get your consultation for...
One more.
Oh, what else?
Okay, so I also have an oyster business.
Right, that's
okay,
right.
For those of you who love oysters, like almost everybody does, I just learned to love them, and I've mastered it. I started Mo's Oysters. Mm-hmm. My slogan is, "We shuck 'em, you suck 'em.
Oh.
Come get 'em, come get 'em." I have lump crab, and I have the lobster. I have Rockefeller raw. I have Cajun. Then I have a couple of different varieties done my way. I even have a buffalo blue cheese oyster. So you
and
guys,
where are you from? Are you from New Orleans?
No, I should have been from the islands or something.
Because I haven't heard about all these kind of oyster and all that since I was in Louisiana.
Well, a lot of them are self-made because I just know flavors. Same thing with the soup, and just besides the basic Rockefeller and raw, and just a little garlic parmesan.
I'm plant-based now, so all I'm thinking is, oh, poor little oyster.
Well, go steak, but I also have a butter business, a compound butter business.
Okay.
That's on Facebook, Mo Better Butters. I mean Instagram, Mo Better Butters.
Okay.
It's a compound, has all the herbs, spices, and the right amount of sodium in it, and you lose weight after cooking with those.
Okay. Oh. All right, y'all. We're gonna make sure you are able to reach Mo for all of her fine offerings.
That serial entrepreneur.
Yes.
And Mo's fried lasagna, that's on there too.
Oh, Lord.
I can make you fat or I can make you thin. That's just the bottom line. We're going to either eat together or we're going to get fine together.
I get it. I totally get the serial entrepreneur.
But thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
I look forward to hearing from some of you guys. And don't forget, if you are struggling with faith right now, or you're praying or meditating on something, reach out to me, because this little seed will take you it will turn your life around.
I love that.
It'll turn your life around, and I'm just an anointed, chosen one, so I can make a difference.
Yes, amen. I agree.
Amen.
All right, thank you for joining us for another episode of Unapologetically Fly. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Now be sure to like, subscribe, share with your besties, and tell me what topics would you like more of in the comments below, so I know I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. I also invite you to join me and the Well Divas on one of our Unapologetically Fly wellness travel experiences. Visit welldiva.com and select someplace wonderful to meet up with us. Until next time, stay unapologetically fly.